Hi guys, and welcome to How's It Rate. My name's Chico and I'll be your host today. And before we get started, I'd like to welcome some new subscribers. We got 744 Captain 22, Ashley Cooley, Juan G, Matt Smith, Ricky Steve, Dion Staples, Jamie Vasquez, Brandon Manning, Sarah Hannah A, Jacob Schober, Smiley 9306, Jake Limburg, Feroziu RU. Well, I know that means something, but I can't figure it out. Mark the Calendar, Joe Martinez, Larry Suggs, John Smith, Donna Dubbin, Philip Vartel, Old Junk Dodge, and You Broken. That's it. I know I messed them up, but hey, I did the best I could for an old fart. All right, remember I promised we were going to do banana bread from our bananas that I picked off of our tree out back. Uh-oh, runaway banana. They're real ripe now. And Rufus, I'm surprised you didn't eat them. So, let's get started with our banana bread, banana nut bread to be exact. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a cup and a half of sugar. Going to put it into our handy dandy mixer. Get it all in there. And then we are going to add 1/2 cup of butter. And for those of you that don't know, if you take a whole stick out of the package, there's 4 of them in there. This is 1/2 cup of butter. Yep, pre-measured. And we're gonna pop that in there. And this stage is called creaming. This is a stage that you do in a lot of desserts and pastries and such. So let's get the thing up and ready to go. Bring that up. This stage takes a little bit, and we're gonna let that cream. Alrighty, our butter and sugar have creamed together, nice and smooth in there. If you have a mixer like this, make sure you use your paddle attachment, not your beater attachment. If you're doing it by hand, I suppose you're going to have to use your beater. Okay, at this stage, we are going to add 2 eggs. Bingo. We are going to add 1 full teaspoon of vanilla. Done. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of whole milk. Okay. And now we're going to beat that together. Let it cream in with the butter and the sugar. And you do this for however long it takes. You'll know when it's done by looking at it. It'll have a nice creamy consistency. And that's all there is to creaming those ingredients together. Now we're going to add our bananas.
All right, let's cut some bananas here for some. Ooh, they're ripe.
The main event, the bananas that I picked off of our little banana tree out back, and I mashed them up with a fork, so I got like banana sauce here, I guess. Gonna put that in there. If I lower it, it'll be easier. Get that all out. Okay. And then we're going to bring this up again and cream it some more. Get those bananas incorporated in there. Doesn't take long. Now we're moving right along. That part's done. Perfect. And now I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, I'm going to put that on my flour. And I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, not baking powder, baking soda. Put that in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to gradually add this flour to our mixture. Get that well incorporated. You don't want to overbeat this because what will happen is it'll form gluten. And once you get the gluten going, well, actually it won't form the gluten, but it'll work the gluten, and this will become tough, like bread dough. We don't want to do that. I didn't have any cake flour, but if you can get a hold of cake flour, that's what you want to use. So we've got all our ingredients in there except for the nuts. It's mixing nicely. Like I said, I don't want to overbeat it. Pet. Rufus, you're not interested in dessert, huh? Okay. You're not feeling well today. He's on so many meds that stuff makes him go to sleep. And he's just, when his allergies act up, I have no choice but to address him with the meds. And then he feels kind of crappy all day. Okay, that was about a cup and a half of nuts, 6 ounces on the bag. I like a lot of nuts in my banana bread. So, put that in there, give it a whirl. Bingo. And like I said, you don't want to overwork this, so I'm just letting it do its thing there to get the nuts in. And believe it or not, that's all done. Okay, we're going to lower this thing. We'll take our beater off. And okay, now, most people do this in a loaf pan. I don't like using a loaf pan. I like using a bunt pan because I think that the final product looks a lot nicer, and when you serve it, it just has a different look to it. And for me, it's easier to bake. I think that it's the loaf pans just kind of have a lot of trouble with sticking and everything, even the Teflon ones. But you know, that's up to you. You can bake it in whatever you want. My oven is set at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's been preheating while we've been filming. And I heard it ding, so it's probably ready. Now for the messy part, we're going to take our butt pan. This is a non-stick one, but even with the non-stick, I always spray them. And I do it, you know, pretty good coating on there. This is some commercial pan release. You can buy this under the name of Pam. There's a couple of different ones out there. I like getting the one with the flour mixed into it. It does a nice job. And I've really never had a problem with stuff sticking when I use this stuff. And I also buy the kind that doesn't have the flour in it when I use it for cooking on top of the stove, where I don't want to use a lot of oil. Just a little tip there. So now we're going to put this into our butt pan. Scrapey here. Don't want to leave any of that goodness behind. And we're going to pour it into our butt pan. Yeah, try and revolve the butt pan here a little bit so we get it nice and even. Okay. Smells awesome. And I think that's because those bananas that are so fresh off my little tree out there are just more intense than the kind you get at the store. And the bananas, I don't know if I mentioned it. Mine are very little bananas compared to the ones you get in the store, so I use 6 of them. But you want to use like 3 medium-sized normal bananas, very ripe, and then mash them with a fork. Yep. All right, we still got more goodness in this pan here. You know me, I don't like to leave anything behind. You've seen me shake cans until I get that last piece of rice out. I don't know what it is about me. I just hate leaving it behind. You know, if they're going to go to the party, they might as well all go. All right, we got our banana in there. Oh yeah. Pardon my finger, but guess what? I'm all alone, so I don't have to worry about contaminating for someone else. And that's that. I'm gonna eat my finger. And then just give the beat Eat that little bugger to death. Flatten it right out. We're going to pop this in a 350-degree oven, and it's going to take approximately 60 minutes. So don't go away. Alrighty, our banana nut bread is in the oven, cooking away at 350 degrees. Got my cooling rack ready. We're going to take it out of the oven when it's done and put it in the pan on the cooling rack for about 15-20 minutes. And then we're going to flip it over and take it out of the pan and let it cool longer until it's nice and cool. Just wanted to mention that this recipe is a recipe that I got online, I believe, a while ago, from Paula Deen. So if you're looking for this recipe and you want to print it out and adjust it, make more bread, less bread, whatever, go to I think it's on the Food Network, and look up banana nut bread Paula Deen, and you should be able to find it. It's a great recipe. We'll rate it again here, but the last time I made it, it was excellent. Also wanted to mention, while this is cooking, it takes 60 minutes approximately. So when you get to about 35-40 minutes, take a long skewer or a toothpick and stick it into the center. Make sure nothing sticks to the toothpick. At that point, you know it's done. So we've got nothing to do but wait right now, and I can smell it cooking, and it smells delicious. Those bananas are awesome. We'll see you in a little bit. Don't go away. Alrighty, guys, our banana bread is cooked. Inserted a skewer and nothing stuck to it. Looks absolutely delicious, and you can't believe the smell. It smells like bananas in the whole house. It's really a nice smell. So I'm going to let this cool down for about 15 or 20 minutes or even a half hour in the pan, and then we're going to invert it onto this rack, and we should be good to go. We'll just let it sit for a little longer then. We don't want it falling apart when we cut it, you know. So that's it. We're just going to let her cool down. So we might as well go do something right now, okay? See you in a little bit. Alright, guys, it's been a little longer than a half an hour. I got carried away doing something else. So this baby should be ready to take out of the pan. And we're going to flip it over onto there. Ah, well, it cracked. But hey, who cares, right? Look at that. That look good or what? So let's transfer it over to a plate, being that it is really nice and cool now. And unfortunately it broke, so gently pick it up, put it on a plate. Voila! Look at that, huh? I'm so proud of. Hey, now you're interested. Oh yeah, you feeling a little better, puppy? Are you feeling better? Poor little guy. I love him to death. Alright, let's cut this. Let's get into it. I'm using a serrated knife. Oh my goodness. It's so moist and delicate. Oh, Rufus, this looks really good, buddy. Look at that, huh? Isn't that wonderful? Let's take a bite. Mmm. The flavor. Bananas. Mmm. And nuts. Just the right amount of sweetness. As banana breads are, it's a little dense, but I expected that. That's the way banana bread is supposed to be. Look at that. Oh, I gotta take another bite. Mmm. Out of this world. It's easy to make. Ingredients you can find anywhere. The taste is phenomenal. It's good for dessert. It's good for breakfast. It's just wonderful stuff. Guess what? I'm giving it a 5. I have to. It's just that good. So, you know what, Rufus? You haven't been feeling well all day. How about a little piece of banana bread? You want a piece? I don't normally do this, but you want a piece? Okay, sit. Sit. Good boy. Here. So delicate, isn't he? Did you taste it? You swallowed it down so fast. Did you taste it? Yeah. Okay, buddy. So that's it from Chico. And how's it rate? And there's Rufus. He's awake. He woke up finally. A little tired. Oh, wow, what a big mouth. And homemade banana nut bread from homegrown bananas. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, folks. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got a whole bunch of good stuff we're going to do. Lots of different foods. Right, buddy? Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye.